Roxy here with Bella. We're going to give you about a 20-25 minute core warm-up. You can either put it before class or after class because you know you need your core to do all that wonderful, wonderful yoga. So we are going to get right into it. We're going to start in all fours. So the heel of the hands are below our shoulders, our knees are below our hips, a couple cat-cows. So let's inhale, spine extension, tailbone goes up, crown of the head goes up. Round and scoop, spine flexion, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin to the chest. Now, because we're working core two, when you go for your spine extension, think about opening your front body. Oh my goodness, I saw my glasses on. And then when we go to spine flexion, think about an abdominal crunch. So think of abdominal crunch and then open up. Awesome, folks. Let's do 3 more. Round and scoop. Inhale, spine extension. 2 more. Round and scoop. Inhale, spine extension. 1 more. Round and scoop. Inhale, spine extension. And then let's find that neutral spine. Let's go for some bird dogs. But first, let's really set it up. Reach the right leg long. Now think about the right leg reaching long as if we were holding up an elephant. Don't ask me why I said an elephant fella, but we are. Holding up an elephant. Tighten your core. Think about tightening between your 2 hip points. Breath here. Now if it's in your wheelhouse, reach that left arm long. Now breathe here for about 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, we're going to go elbow to knee crunch with a flexed spine. So drive elbow and knee together, flex your spine, and then reach long to a neutral spine. First to 5. Awesome, folks. Crunch it in, reach it long. Crunch it in, reach it long. We got 2 more. Crunch in, reach long. Last one. Crunch in, reach long, and hold here. Breath for 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, hand and knee come down. Let's go for another inhale, spine extension. Exhale, round and scoop, spine flexion. Awesome, folks. Let's go to the other side. So left leg reaching long. And again, take some time to think about the mind-muscle connection of reaching that left leg long. We're going to hold that same elephant up. Reach the right arm long if it's in your wheelhouse today, right? Always honoring the body that woke up, right? Elbow to knee crunch. Reach long. Elbow to knee crunch. Reach long. 3 more for a total of 5. Elbow to knee crunch. Reach long. 2 more. Elbow to knee crunch. Reach long. Last one. Elbow to knee crunch. Reach long. Breath here. Awesome. Unclench the jaw. Tighten your belly. Awesome. Right hand down, left knee down. 1 more cat-cow. Inhale, spine extension. Exhale, round and scoop, spine flexion. Neutral spine. Awesome, folks. So heading into hover bear. Now, if hover bear doesn't serve you, you're going to stay on all fours. Because from the tailbone to the crown of the head, we all look the same. So right now, everybody tighten your tush, pull your belly button up to nice and tight, press up between the shoulder blades, curl your toes, and if it's available, hover your knees. Breath here. Awesome. So we're shoving the mat away. Bella, act like you really don't like your mat. Shove it away. And then tighten your core. Sometimes you guys have heard me say there's this really mean little elf sitting underneath here, and he's trying to punch you in the gut, so you got to tighten it up. Breath here. We're going to tap those knees down for a count of 20. If you don't want to touch the patella down, I respect that. Just kind of get that movement. Here we go. We're going to tap for 20, tap for 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Keep breathing. 12, 11, 10. Loosen your jaw. 9. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold, hover. Beautiful. Hold here. Shut the mat away. Belly, you don't like your mat, even though you do like your mat. Tighten your tush, everybody. Pull your belly button up. Press up between the shoulder blades. Yup, I'm going to hold you here as long as I do it normally in class. Breath here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, child's pose. Knees wide. Tailbone goes back. Walk those arms long. Try to get a stretch in the armpit. Now, child's pose. Bella's got a beautiful example of fully compressed child's pose. Sometimes my knee bugs me, and maybe yours does too, or your hips. Then it's okay to kind of just do semi-compressed, right? Because this is all about stretching the armpit. Breath here. Awesome, folks. All right, coming back up. Coming back into all fours. We're going to go for a rotation. So we're going to be in hover bear, and we're going to tap either the right knee or the right toe. So we're going to press up, hover the knees, and we're going to rotate our knees to the right and our booty to the left. And if it's available, you're going to take your right hand, tap your left knee. So it's a diagonal tap. Opportunity, right hand, left toe. And then come back to hover bear. Knees go to the left, booty goes to the right. Left hand taps the right knee, or left hand to right toe. Back through center, hover bear. Awesome, folks. Rotate, tap or kick, come back through center. Rotate, tap or kick, back through center. Rotate, you can always stay there as a modification, tap or kick, back through center. Rotate, stay there, tap or kick, back through center. Awesome, one more, rotate, stay, tap or kick, back through center. Rotate, stay, tap or kick, back through center. Breath here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. On this last one, down dog. Lengthen up, press that tailbone, pedal the feet out, take your dog for a walk, dress it up, feed it some popcorn, whatever you want. Whatever feels good in this down dog. Rotating, breath. I'm already sweating, guys. I gotta wet my sweat.
Me too.
Good. Bella and I were discussing how we don't glisten. We just sweat. We're sweaters. It's okay. All right, folks. Breath here. Now, we've done this in yoga classes. You're going to roll forward, mild spine flexion to a high plank, and then breath here. We're going to stay in that high plank. Breath. Nice. Tighten your tush. Squeeze that tush. Press up between the shoulder blades. Tighten that core. Unclench that jaw. And then you're going to slide back, turbo dog, and then lengthen up, down dog. We're going to do that one more time, just as is. Roll forward, high plank. Breath here. Slide back, turbo dog. Lengthen, down dog. We're going to layer in a push-up. Now, push-ups can go from the knees. They can go from all fours. They can go from the toes. So roll forward, high plank. We're going to go through all the options here. So everybody drop to the knees, all fours. Push up, chest goes down, press back up, curl your toes, push back, turbo, lengthen, down dog. All right, another opportunity. Roll forward, high plank. Drop to the knees, push up, curl the toes, push back, turbo dog, lengthen, down dog. Roll forward, high plank, push up, turbo dog, down dog. Awesome. Take a breather. We got 5 more. Pick your poison, whether you're going to go for plank on the knees, plank on the toes. Opportunity also. Bella, if you happen to have shoulder injuries, or any of you guys, you can just hold your high plank, right? So sometimes that movement hurts. So pick what works for you. Awesome. All right, here we go. Down dog. Breath here. Roll forward. High plank. Push up. Turbo dog. Down dog. First of 5. Roll forward. Find that push up. Turbo dog, down dog. Roll forward, high plank, push up. Beautiful. Turbo dog, down dog. Roll forward, high plank, push up. Beautiful. Turbo dog, down dog. Last one. Roll forward, high plank, push up or hold. Turbo dog, down dog. Breath here. Awesome, folks. We're going to take our right leg, reach it high, step it on the outside of the right hand, lizard lunge. Yes, it's wide runner's lunge, but that's a boring name, Bella. So I call it lizard lunge. Drop that back knee down, top of the left foot, push your hips forward. If it's available, we're going to press open from the inner thigh. Let that hip open. Heading into our back, so doing a series on the back. Doing some bicycles, doing some knee catches, doing some long leg scissors. It's a whole plethora.
Light work.
Light work, easy. Awesome. Plant the hand. We're just going to switch the legs. I know. Super crazy transition. I know. Hold on. Hold your phone, Bella. Curl your left toes. Ignite the muscles of the left leg. Step back, down dog. Left leg lifts up. Steps forward to lizard lunge. Left foot on the outside of the left pinky. Drop that knee down. Top of the foot. And then again, if it's available, press the inner thigh. Try not to push on the knee. Just give your joints a break. Awesome.
I thought you were going to just like jump.
I know.
I was waiting for the jump. I was like, oh.
No. Alrighty. Beautiful. Okay. Left hand down. Bring the left sole of the left foot to the mat. Curl your right toes. Ignite the muscles. We're stepping the right foot forward. Going to go malasana all the way to seating to our tush. So right foot steps forward, and then crouch and curl to malasana or catcher's pose. Right? That works. Otherwise, we can wedge those beautiful little elbows in there and find that malasana. Lengthen through the spine best we can. Right? You can kind of see that I'm still a little bit of a hunchback in my malasana, but that's Work in progress, right? It's yoga practice, not yoga perfect. Awesome. All right, moving to our tush. Extra credit. Can we get to our tush without putting our hands down? Get to our tush. Sweet. All right, folks, slowing all the way down to your torso. Let me check the time. Bella said I couldn't work her for 2 hours, so we gotta make sure. All right, folks, so bring both knees in. Act like you're trying to take your knees to your armpits. Let the tailbone curl up. It's that mild spine flexion because we're driving our pubic bone, our sacrum, up to the sky. Breath here. Awesome, folks. We're going to go for some yogi bicycles. So bring the right knee towards your right shoulder. Left leg's going to go up to the sky. Now, the beauty of having the left leg up is we get that beautiful posterior tilt in the pelvis. So right now, the back of Bella's shorts, the back of my tights are to the mat. Now, it's less about our spine and more about controlling and contracting our abdominals, right? And they do run all the way around us, TBA, all the way around, transverse abdominis. Now, if it's available for bicycles, lift the head and shoulder, do an abdominal crunch to lift up, left shoulder to the right knee. If that doesn't serve you, you're going to lay your torso down and go for a knee catch, yeah? All right, folks, so we've got left shoulder up, right knee. Now drive your right knee towards your right shoulder even more. Get that posterior tilt. Now, if you'd like, lower that left leg. Only as low as you can with that posterior tilt, with that engagement. Breath here. Pull the belly down, unclench your jaw, breathe. Awesome, we're just going to switch. Left knee in, pull the belly down, breathe. Awesome, folks, here we go. We're going to drive in for 20, drive in for 19, drive in for 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, drive the knee in, 8, drive the knee in, 7, drive the knee in, 6, unclench your jaw, 5, keep breathing, 4, 3, 2, last one, lower down. How'd that go? I'm not at home to chew you guys out, so make sure you're feeling that, right? You're not just flopping like a little camel, right? Like, yee. I don't know why I said flop like a camel. I don't think camels flop, but y'all know what I mean. All right, second set, then we're gonna move on. So now this time, left knee drives in, right leg up to the sky. Opportunity, lift the head and shoulders, right shoulder to left knee, lower the right leg to its edge, wherever that edge is, and then switch for 20, switch for 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, breathe, 13, 12, drive the knee, 11, drive the knee, 10, drive the knee, 8, 9, 8, there was some creative counting there, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lower down, bring the knees all the way up like we're trying to get them into our armpits, let that tailbone lift up. Awesome, folks. We're gonna rock and roll up into a seated position. So opportunity here, we've got boat. So toes are tapped on the mat, arms can be grabbing the thighs, you're gonna lengthen up through the torso, the upper part of your torso, open up your collarbone, and you're sitting on your tailbone, right? Or you're not sitting on your tailbone, you're sitting on your sits bones. And then, opportunity, lift that right shin, or leave it down, lift the left shin, or leave it down, depending on what works for you. Maybe let go of the legs, breath here. Awesome, so we're just gonna go from boat down to canoe, breath here, awesome. Drive up to your boat, down to canoe. 4 more, boat, canoe, and I know we call it, some people call it low boat, but again, I think that's boring. Canoe, high boat, sometimes we call it a yacht, Bella, and down to canoe. And sometimes we call this a ship, and sometimes we call this a raft. All right, one more boat, one more canoe, one more boat, hold here, not your breath, unclench your jaw for 10, 9, lengthen up to your torso, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you get a break in 3, 2, last one. Everybody rock forward, bring your chin to your chest, forearms go to your shins, get a nice spine flexion. A lot of times boat kind of gets into your neck, right? Sometimes even if you don't want to, kind of can. Awesome, folks. Beautiful. All right, opportunity for in-outs. So in-outs, it's a V-sit, so it's a half a boat. Hands can be down if you need to. Knees are gonna come in and they're gonna come out. So it's almost like what we just did, but you're supported and you're bringing the knees in and out, but we're keeping the torso lifted, right? Before we went down, now we're okay staying up. If you need the hands down, dock them, otherwise you can balance. So knees in, knees out, knees in, knees out. We've got 8 more, and reach. 7, and reach. 6, and reach. 5, drive it in, reach. 4, beautiful, reach. 3, reach. 2, reach. Last one, reach, roll forward. Again, chin to your chest, forearms on the knees. Breath here. Nice big inhale, nice big exhale. Awesome, folks. We're going to lower all the way down. We're going to wiggle. All right, so now arms are going to go straight down by your side. Palms down, and now cinch your thumbs right by your tush, right underneath your tush. So those of you who happen to have a ball at home, you can put the ball under your sacrum. Otherwise, let's say you don't have one. I know a lot of times I don't, depending on where I, stop, drop, and do some abs. So arms are down, cinch your thumbs by your tush, palms pressed down. Legs are going to go to the sky. Now with the legs to the sky, again, contract the abs. Imagine tightening up between your two hip points. Imagine this belt of power going around your core. And for me, I think between the two hip points, that's my go button. So think about tightening that up as if a bowling ball was going to drop on Bella's belly from the sky. Don't ask me why there might be a bowling ball dropping from the sky, but there could be. And the core is so tight, it's going to bounce off. So breath here. And we're going to slowly lower the right leg down to its edge, wherever it is. Now opportunity, if you'd like, you can lift your head and shoulders up. But if that gets into your neck and makes you grit your teeth, then keep your torso, keep your head flat. And then bring the right leg back up. Slowly lower the left leg down to its edge, keeping that posterior tilt, keeping that engagement. Bring the leg back up. Awesome, folks. One more right leg. Drive up. One more left leg. Beautiful. Drive up. Now opportunity. Maybe you're feeling spicy. Maybe you had your matcha tea. I know Bella's spicy. She's been spicy all morning. Pull your belly down. Lower both legs down. Opportunity. And then scoop the belly down, lift them both up. Awesome. So you decide right here, right now, how it's working. We're just slowly lowering, slowly lifting. We have about 8 more. If you'd like to go single leg, beautiful. Now let's show them the single leg. That was 8. Lower, lower, lower the other leg. That's 7. Beautiful. Lowering down, keeping that engagement. That's 6. Did I do it right? Lower. That's 5. Yeah, count, Bella, because I'm gonna keep talking. Everybody knows if I talk in cue, there's 4. Sometimes I lose count. There's 3. Everybody at home is going, nuh-uh. Lower down. There's 2. Hey, nobody ever got sad from doing too much abs. Last 1. Lower the head down, bring the knees to the chest, and again, let that tailbone lift up if it feels good. It should hopefully feel fabulous. Awesome, folks. Breath here. I'm checking the time because, like I said, Bella said I couldn't do it for 2 hours. All right, folks, going for scissor kicks and flutter kicks. So again, arms down, right next to your body, palms down, cinch your thumbs by your tush. Legs up to the sky, get that loving feeling, pull the belly down, lower the legs to their edge, wherever that is. If you want to lift your shoulder blades up, you can. Otherwise, head is down, and we flutter kick, flutter kick, flutter kick, flutter kick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring the legs up, knees to your chest, take a breather. Awesome. Bella was doing like the long kicks. I was doing like the little frog kicks. She's got longer legs than I do. All right, second set, scissor kicks. All right, and what's that? If you hate scissor kicks, Bella, guess what? You can do flutter kicks instead. As long as you move your legs, that's all that matters. All right, lower down, arms are down, cinching the thumbs by your tush. Lower the legs to their edge, wherever that edge is. And now scissor kick, scissor kick, scissor kick. 10. And there's a baby hold. In 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Beautiful. 4. Pull the belly down. 3. Unclench your jaw. 2, 1. Baby hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs up, knees in. All right, folks, we're going to put them all together. I know, Bella's excited about this one.
Very.
So we're going to flutter kick, then we're going to scissor kick, and then we're going to hold. We got this. All right, lower down. Again, adjust what you need to. Maybe bend the knees. Don't go as low. As long as we're feeling it and we have that muscle engagement, that's what matters. Remember, how you do it, much more important than how many we do. All right, arms down, cinch in your thumbs by your tush. Lower the legs to their edge for this round, wherever that is. And we're going to flutter kick for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now scissor kick, 10, 9, 8, beautiful, 7, 6, 5, yes we can, 4, 3, 2, hold, 10, 9, don't hold your breath, 7, 6, 5, pull that belly down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees up. Awesome. Nice big inhale, nice big exhale. All right, we've got full body rolls. So the legs are going to go long. Let me look at the time. We're doing okay. I know. Ab work. It always feels like it takes 5 minutes. Reach the legs long. Full body sit up, folks. So arms reach above the head, and then arms reach to the sky. Now, before you think of lifting your head and shoulder up, tighten your core. Squeeze your glutes, both of them, and then think about tightening that core, tightening that moment. Then lift head and shoulders up. And then you got it. Beautiful. We reach to the toes, and then reverse it. Engage the core, slowly come down. Now, some of you guys have heard me say, sometimes you drop, that's okay, right? We're working towards that strength. Rinse and repeat. We have about 5 of these. Arms come up to the sky, engage first, then head and shoulders drive up. And sometimes there's a little bit of ascend. Belle's gonna go snowboarding after this, so she knows what ascend is. A little bit of ascend, and that's okay. I've talked about this in classes. When you use momentum to help you get that moment that you're working towards, because it's one of the first times you've done it, that's fine in my book. If you're using momentum to get out of the work, well, then that's where it's not working. But so what? Let's say you drop. Well, you're trying, right? Arms come up, and let's say you get here, and you're like, Roxy, 5 was too many, and now I'm tired. Well, then just send this sucker and drive up. But keep the core engaged while you're working for it. All right, we got 2 more. Awesome. Reach, reach, reach. Arms come up, engage as you drive up. Beautiful. Reach. 1 more. Lower and down. Beautiful. Last one. Arms come up. We engage first, then head and shoulders come up. Beautiful. Forward fold. Awesome. All righty. We're switching around back to plank. So swing those legs around. Beautiful legs, Bella. Coming into all fours, stepping back to high plank. So we're going to do some shoulder taps. So we're going to, if I were, everybody separate your feet a little bit, and or knees. If you're plank on your knees, you're going to separate the knees a little bit. Plank on the toes, separate the feet a little bit. Because what I'm going to ask is we're going to take our right hand and tap our left shoulder, take our left hand and tap our right shoulder. And you can also be in all fours. But remember, from the tailbone to the crown of the head, we all look the same. So high plank, plank on the knees, or all fours. Everybody tighten your tush. Everybody press the mountain way. Now, try not to let the hips hippie shake. Keep those suckers as straight as you can, using your core strength. So right hand's going to tap your left shoulder and then come down. Left hand's going to tap your right shoulder and come down. Beautiful. We got 10, plant, 9, plant, 8, 7, beautiful, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take a breather, drop to the knees, pull back if you need to. If you're at home and you're feeling spicy, just hold that plank for 10, 9, 8, second set, 7, 6, 5, 4, beautiful, 3, 2, 1. Coming on up, high plank, plank on the knees, breath. Tighten your core, tighten your tush, press up between the shoulder blades. Here we go, let's go left hand or right shoulder first. We got 10, tap, 9, 8, 7, beautiful, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take a break or hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Breather, child's pose or down dog. Awesome, folks. Beautiful. All right, one more little bit, and again, this can be plank on the knees. We're just going to lift the knee and tap it up for 10, or if you're plank, you're going to lift the leg and tap it up for 10. We're going to go left and right, take a breather, left and right. And again, if you want to hold during that breather, you certainly can. All right, plant the hands. Finding that plank on the knees, or plank on the toes. Tighten the core. Now again, when we lift that right leg, you really got to think pressing the right hand and left leg together for that diagonal. Here we go. Tap the right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot docks, left foot lifts. Think of that diagonal. Left hand, right toe. Tap up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break or hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, back into high plank or plank on the knees or all fours. Last set, float that right leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot docks, left foot lifts. Tap it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath here. Awesome. Take a breather. Child's pose. Down dog. Breath. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Beautiful, folks. All righty. Come on up, all fours. Walk your knees to the top of the mat. Cross your ankles. Come to your tush. Bring your legs long. I'm going to slowly lower all the way down. Wet my sweat. Belly made me sweat. All right, folks. Breath here. So, bring both knees in again. Bring them all the way up to your armpits. Let that tailbone lift up. It should feel good. Breath. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. All right. Gently grasp behind the thighs. We're rocking up into boat. We're going to hit our boat. And then we're going to roll back down, do some spinal twists, rock up into boat, roll back down, do the spinal twist on the other side. So if you'd like to hold the back of your thighs, you can. Otherwise, reach the arms long. We're rolling up into boat, finding that boat. Breath here. Awesome. And maybe full expression, legs go long, arms go up, or you're docked and you're holding. All of those are fine, wherever it is. Breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly lower all the way down. Beautiful. Bring your right knee up. Gonna go for single leg spinal twist. So bring the right knee up, give it a squeeze, squeeze that hip flexor, then let the right knee cross the body over to the left. Now, I'm gonna be a little bossy, even though I'm not in your living room. Try to keep the shoulder blades straight on the mat. Keep them both flat on the mat, especially your right one. And then try to drive that right knee away from your body. Think about your right hip point, driving up and over to the left. But we're being bossy about our shoulders. We're keeping the scapula down. If you can gaze to the right, go for it. So what we're doing is we're controlling the narrative, if you will. This is a word I've been using, even though it's words, not your body, but, you know, hang with me. We're controlling the upper part of the thoracic spine and then making the lower part, the mid-thoracic spine, we're making it twist. We're like, dude, you got to twist. It's your job. It likes to forget that that's its job. It's like, oh, the ribs are connected to me. I don't want to twist. It's its job. Awesome. So one more moment. Try and get that right hip over even more. Then come back to your center. Both knees into the chest. Breath here. Rocking and rolling into boat. Finding that moment. So rock up. Find your boat. Breath here. Beautiful. Pull the belly in. Lengthen through the torso. Nice. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower down nice and slow. Left knee comes in. Give it a nice squeeze. And then left knee crosses the body. And again, keeping the left shoulder down. Keeping both scapula flat. Drive that left knee over. You can use your hand as the crowbar to help push it. Left hip is driving to the right. If you can gaze to your left, go for it. And again, we're controlling the narrative. Trying to keep the upper thoracic straight and making the mid-thoracic twist. Right? Because you've got your whole thoracic spine from the bottom of your neck, kind of to the top of your chest. Breath here. Awesome. Try and get that left hip a little bit more, right? This is kind of internal tappy pull. You try to drive that hip away. Awesome. Come back through center. Bring both knees into the chest. Awesome, folks. One more twist. This time, soles of the feet together. Just dock the toes. Shimmy your shoulder blades. Cactus your arms and let both knees go all the way. So now we're controlling the bottom part of your body, the bottom half. Both knees all the way to the left. Stack your little legs on top of each other. The right leg is stacked on top of the left. Most likely that right shoulder lifted up, and that's okay, because now what we want is the right hip stacked over the left hip. So now we're controlling the whole lower body, going you're over here, and the upper body will just see where it goes. Belle's got gorgeous rotation. Her shoulder's already down. You guys saw mine. Mine was popped up. But that's what we're working on. So now this is controlled, seeing where that goes. If she can gaze to the other side for her neck, she will. Awesome. Beautiful. All right, tighten your core. Guess what? Because you got to bring those legs back to your center. And same thing, knees are going all the way this time to the right. Stacking those thighs, left hip on top of right, left shoulder, be where it may. You guys can't even see it. Pretty sure even from that angle, there's no way that shoulder's touching the mat. But she's got that. So again, I love my little model here. So again, controlling the bottom, getting that hip, try to get this hip stacked best you can. Beautiful, and seeing where this goes. So getting, kind of not forcing the rotation, but making sure the body understands what rotation we want. Beautiful, awesome, Miss Bella. Gently bring your vision back through center, bring both knees in, and then release. You're done. Final Shavasana. Breath here, folks. As always, it's an honor, a joy, and a privilege to practice with you. And remember, all we're doing is practicing. Moving our bodies through space, and in this case, trying to strengthen our core so we can do all those fabulous, fabulous yoga moves. And do things like pick up groceries. All right, folks, have a great one. Bye. Namaste.